Player 1 hits a cross court to player 2's forehand. The ball must be behind the short line on the cross court drive. Player 2 then hits a forehand boast up to the front left hand corner of the court. The ball must be below the service line on the boast. Player 1 then hits a backhand drop shot off the forehand boast. Make sure this is a feed so it's not too hard for player 2 to get. Player 2 then runs to the front left hand corner of the court and plays the best drop they can off player 1's drop shot. Player 1 then hits a backhand cross court drive off player 2's drop shot, ideally behind the short line and not too hard. Player 2, after hitting their drop, immediately runs back behind the short line on their forehand side. Player 2 runs back behind the short line and gets in position to hit a forehand boast again. The sequence starts again. Player 2 then hits a forehand boast up to the front left hand corner of the court. The ball must be below the service line on the boast. Look to do 10 to 15 sets of these and then swap positions. The idea in this drill is for player 1 to feed the ball back to player 2, who hits the drop shot the best they can, and then as they go back, hit another boast, come back forward for the drop shot, hit it nice and softly, back they go. Ideally, to make this nice and hard, you can only count 1 if player 2 hits both the boast and the drop shot up. Okay, and you can play up to 10 or 15 consecutive rallies, and then you will swap over and player 1 will then go and do the boast and the drop shots. Pretty hard exercise. Obviously the harder the feed is, the harder the exercise is. So to start with, just make sure both of you are happy with the pace of it and don't overdo it to start with.